Hi everybody, June here from Red Daisy Crafts. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator out of San Antonio, Texas, and I am here to think creatively with you on Sunday Live. Let me just check my tech to make sure we're all connected in the right places, and looks like uh, looks like it's all going good. So I'm just going to move that out of the way and let us start to move forward. So we are going to be playing today with the Lovely Lavender Paper Pumpkin kit. And we're going to be making a couple of alternative projects today. And but I wanted to just run through a few items. Um, and let's just see. So we are in the subscription period for Sweet Springtime Kit. It ends on February 10th. And so you don't want to miss that. It has, we are going to have in here, let's see, printed cards, coordinating envelopes, and gift boxes. There's going to be 9 projects total. So that's going to be a fun kit for Easter, I would imagine, just by seeing this little bunny here. And then the March kit is the anniversary of Paper Pumpkin. March is the anniversary month, and Stampin' Up! Normally gives us a second. So there'll be 2 stamp sets in that March kit. And that kit is 9 cards and coordinating envelopes. So it's going to be really, usually those are really beautiful because they, want to shine on their anniversary. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. Now, I also announced yesterday about my option for an add-on kit, and so that is here now, and you can find the registration link in the description below, so feel free to go check that out. But there's a lot of stuff coming in this kit. So this is option 2. So with option 2, you get 2 of all of the cardstock colors that come in the kit. You get double the basic white. From the basic kit, you get the whole pack of the Essentials Baker's Twine Essentials pack. You're going to get a full package of the basic rhinestone jewels. You're also going to get some other goodies. So let me, if I could get my fingers to work here and pick up these papers, I will show you. So you're going to get the vellum, the basic vellum, which is 3 different designs. There's a stripe, a diagonal stripe, polka dots, and some leaves, some little leaves. And then you're also going to get the soft shimmer paper that's very shimmery, as you can see, and it's got some great coordinating colors for you to add on to your January, February, and March Paper Pumpkin kits. You're also going to get some liner, the regular, not thick, basic white liner pieces that are cut already a quarter of the size. So you're going to have that in the kit. So lots of great items for you to add on to your already fun kits for the 3 months of Paper Pumpkin, January, February, and March. Again, if you have any questions about any of that, please let me know. And those kits will ship within 2 weeks of your order date. So those are, you're not going to have to wait for a particular time frame, and this kit is going to be offered through March 18th, just because it's going to be for the whole quarter. So there's plenty of time for you to decide if this is something you'd like to sign up for. So it's just a really great way for you to try some products that maybe you don't want to buy the whole pack of paper and things like that. And I think I estimated to buy all the items on their own, this would be about $188 for product. And so you are getting a really good opportunity to try out some of these items without having to purchase the whole thing. So just take a look at that. And then also we have the die set that is available from Stampin' Up. I believe this is still available in the retail store. And so there's 4 dies. Okay. So there's the love, the leaf, this label, and a little daffodil. I believe this is February's. And this is January, the love, and then the leaf is for March. Now, if you order that through me, I will send you a little clear envelope and a couple of magnet sheets to keep your dies on. So when you order with me, that is my little thank you to you. And I love my little envelopes. So you get this, a couple of magnet sheets and a label. And I can die cut stuff and just keep it right in my little pouch so it all is together. So I just love them. So, and that is something I will share with all of you if you order through me. So yay. And then Stampin' Up! Also in the kit this time gave us this little sheet. It's kind of, it's real soft, slick paper. So it does have a shine. And my Paper Pumpkin subscribers get from me this little plastic envelope and a label to keep their stamp set from the kit right inside this envelope. And I'm so glad because this little sheet fits right inside. And I really hope that Stampin' Up! Continues to provide that, as opposed to going back to printing the images on the plastic that holds the stamps. Oh, I'm getting a yawn. And so this is just a great way to keep your stamps organized from your Paper Pumpkin kits. So, and here's one of how I did a month or 2 ago. So this is December's All the Best. So I have my stamps inside here. I have it labeled. And so now they just go in a little filer so that I have them all together. And I can go back and pull them anytime so that I can use them. You know, we don't want to put them away and not use them. We want to use them. And so occasionally I'll bring something out so you can see it. All right. So I think we are ready to get this creating going. Again, we're going to be playing with the Lovely Lavender. And so let me put us down to the table. There we go. So now let me do that. There we go. Sorry, my bad. All right. So last week we went through the kit and it made the beautiful tag, this gorgeous card, and this card. And the kit is designed to make 4 of each of these 3 items. And so this kit makes 12 projects. Okay. And then last week I shared with you one little alternate project that we made, adding in some of the perennial lavender designer series paper, and we made this alternate card last week. So now we are going to continue with alternate cards. Let me put these away. And I've got a few alternate cards ready to go here for today. So let me just pull out my little stash here and we will start to create. So this first card, I am using some of the pieces from the kit. I have these beautiful lavender flowers. I have one of the green, which is really the Lost Lagoon color of leaves. I have the love sentiment. And then I've cut some cardstock. So I have some basic white and some Lost Lagoon here. And then I cut up the card base that was in the kit to get these 3 strips. Okay. And then I have some layering frames for those strips that we're going to put onto this card base of Pretty Peacocks. So we have Lost Lagoon and then the beautiful crumb cake with the polka dots from the kit. Okay. And so let me get my ruler out and just tell you this card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. The Lost Lagoon pieces are 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. And there are 3 of those. Then the polka dot pieces, I actually have 4 of these. They are cut to 1 inch by 5 inches, but you need 3 of those. We have the flowers die cut and the love die cut. Then I have for sentiment here, this piece is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8, and this is 3 inches by 3 inches. Okay. And so those are the measurements for today's project. And we will kind of get started. So before we start to put anything together, we're going to do some stamping on here. And I'm just going to grab a piece of paper for behind here so I can stamp off if I want. And so we'll just have this sheet here. We are going to use Gorgeous Grape for the ink. Just continuing, I use my big stamp pad when I'm stamping, so I have the ink spots set aside. And we are going to take the beautiful leaf. I think I've cleaned these. Yes, I did. We're going to take this beautiful lavender leaf and we're going to put some, just a few of the branches onto this page, similar to what we did last week, but we're going to stamp off first. And we're just going to go up one side here. Again, just stamping off and right up here like that. So this is going to get somewhat covered up. And so I am just fine with that because we're going to come in again and we're going to go just like so. Okay. And then one more time, we're going to come in and we're going to do this piece right down here. So we're kind of doing a diagonal stamping of this. And so you just have it down one side of the card stock, the basic white card stock. And so we are going to have that. All right. So I'm just going to set my ink aside and we won't need this anymore. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. So we are going to be putting this together, and so this is going to get mounted right onto this piece like this. All right. And so we can go ahead and put that one down, and just going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue to layer this onto this Lost Lagoon piece and just get it centered right there. The beauty of liquid glue is that you do have a little bit of opportunity to move it around a bit. So you can see that just makes a nice little frame around there. And then we are going to put our polka dotted pieces onto these strips. And so we are just going to go ahead and mount those right now. Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? I just kind of jumped in and didn't say hello. And so how is everybody? Tell me where you're watching from. And I'm just so glad to have you here. How's your week been? Have you done any crafting? Have you been busy at work? Tell me what's going on as we create. I don't know if any of you have tried any of the other elements from the lavender products that are in the catalog. They're so beautiful and coordinate so well with this kit. So I'd love to hear from you and find out what you're liking. Have you started to play with your kit yet? I don't know why I'm not seeing the comments, because it does look like someone commented. I'm going to just have to see here a minute what's happening. There we go. Hey, Wanda, how are you? Thanks for dropping me a note. And looks like my commenting is back, so who knows what that was all about. All right, so whenever I have something like this, I do want to use my grid paper a little bit to help me line things up. And so I'm going to put the two outside pieces on before I put on the middle piece. And so I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to, this is basically going to be about 1/8 of an inch from the fold, which is the score line, which is right here that I have lined up. And so again, like I said, with the multi-purpose liquid glue, you get a little bit of forgiveness time and allows you to move things around a bit. And so that is that. So here we go. We're going to get this one lined up, kind of the same distance, going to be 1/8 of an inch from here. And I got a little glue on here. I'm going to use my little magic eraser here to get it off of the paper so it's not sticky. And now that's all cleaned up. I don't know if you've ever used one of these, but these little gummy erasers, they're the best for getting off excess glue. And so then this piece is going to go right in the center. And again, we're going to have about 1/8 of an inch between all three lines, and or I say all three strips. And so that's going to make it a nice even look. And so let's just put this on here. I can see that it's lining up between these two lines. And there we have it. Looks pretty good. I think you can see it looks pretty good. So now we can fold our card base and burnish that edge with our bone folder. Make a nice crisp edge there. And so there's our little card front for the card. All right, and so this piece is going to come on, and it's going to go a bit lower because we're going to be putting on some of this greenery, and I want to have space for it, okay, to come up. And so I want to basically center from the top of here to the bottom of here onto the little card base. And so we are going to trim this, and what I'm doing here is I'm going to trim off and make these individual flower stems. So I'm just cutting into this right here and trying to continue with that same idea of that white border around there. And so then I have this one, I'm coming up this side, and I'm just cutting that off of there. Now I am going to trim up here and separate it at this point. So let me just come in here. We have just one more piece we've got to separate right here. And there's that. Now I can clean up this piece right here so that it doesn't look all funky the way that it was cut. So now we just have our stem, and it looks like it was meant to be separate. And so we just want to figure out what direction we want to go with all of this, and you know, just kind of figuring that out. So I may take this one over here and maybe use it as well, like that, and then this one coming over a different way. Let's see. Let us see how this works. So maybe like that. There we go. I think that looks good. And then we're going to add a little bit of the linen thread to this, okay, with the bow right here, okay. And then I have one of these sentiment labels that we're going to just bring in right down here, I believe. And so that just, I think that's how it's going to go. So I think so. So let's just go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And I believe I'm going to use the Just a Little Something for You on here. Or did I have the love out? Because that's what I was doing. Let me just go take a step back again, because we may be just stamping the width on there, and then this is going to come across like that. Yeah, I actually think I like it. So I think I'm just going to stamp the width up in this corner on this little card piece, just like so. There we go. We just have the width on there. And then we can go ahead and start to put this together. So this is going to go on, last. All right. So I am going to go ahead and wrap the linen thread around my piece here. And I like to just run the linen thread through my fingers and my fingernail and my finger, I guess I should say, and wrap it around here, because I'm going to have the bow pretty much in the center, and I want to make sure I have enough for a pretty loopy bowl. So let's see here. Yeah, that looks good. Plenty of stuff here. So, oh, I lost it. My fingers just did not work that well. All right, so where's my tail? Oh, I really got this messed up. Okay, starting over. All right. No harm, no foul. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and knot this because then we won't go through that again. And it doesn't hurt anything. So there we go. All right, now we're gonna do like a pretty big floppy bow here. Yeah. All right. And I'm not going to cut that yet. So I just want to start to get this together. All right. So we are going to put our little greenery down first. I cannot pick anything up today. All right. So I'm just going to do a couple little dots of my liquid glue down here at the bottom. Got a little bit excess there. There we go. All right, so this is going to come down here, and we're just going to put those down. All right, and then I'm going to come along with this larger one. But again, I'm only going to put a little bit of glue down here at the bottom. I don't really need it to be tacked down all the way. And so I'm going to have that come up just like that. And then we have this smaller one here, and we're going to just add it also right next to it, just like that. All right, and so now I'm going to trim off some of this here. And so that's our little scene, okay? And we just have a field of lavender going on. All right, so while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and put my liner on the inside of the card. And so I have that here just to get that taken care of. Again, this is a full sheet in here, so we may have to trim some off. I could have trimmed that beforehand, but I didn't think about it. So, and it's fine for it to be, but as you can see, we're going to need to trim some of that off. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that really quick. And would have been better to have done that in my trimmer, but that's okay. That is not a problem. We've all done this, right? So I'm just trimming these excess off. But I actually like that the inside is all white. I think it just makes the card a little bit. And what we might do is just add in this little piece here left over from this. And no reason not to do that. Because that will just kind of make it the whole piece come together. And so let's just trim this piece off here, making that a little tidier, and then we'll get all this stuff out of the way. All right, and we can just, I think it goes better over here. All right, so we're just going to put that on the inside of here. If I get my glue going. There we go. And there's that. We're just going to put that right up this side. I mean, it's so pretty when they open the card, right? Perfect. Okay. So now this we're going to put on with some dimensionals, okay? So we're just going to get our dimensionals out right here. And I'm just using my leftovers from past kits. I've got a big enough leaf up here that I can stick one right here. to help it to stand up when we put it down. And I'll just put one right in the middle. Okay, and so I'm just going to go ahead and get these pieces out of the way. I don't know, they probably are only bothering me. And then we will put this down on here. Okay. And I'm really loving how the pretty peacock and the Lost Lagoon go so well with the gorgeous grape. All right, so I think right there is where I want this to go. Okay, so what do you think so far? What do you think? All right, so then this is going to come along and we're going to it's going to come off the page a bit, but I don't, there we go. I wanted to try and tuck it into something here. That works out well. And it's going right above the linen thread we have, and we're going to put it down with some glue. And I only really need it on this end of the label. Again, we're just sticking that right inside there. Just like that. Okay. And then this piece is going to come across here like that. And we're going to use some dimensionals. I want this to be popped up, but we're going to have to cut some little pieces for this. And I just cut along the edge of my leftover dimensionals here, a little tiny strip. And we don't need a lot, but we do need some tiny little pieces to go on this edge. So I think this will fit right here. And then that's pretty small, maybe right here. So I'm just, hiding these little tiny pieces on the back of here so that they're not showing. All right, and then we have this one here. I think it'll work. Now I need a really thin one for the L up here, because we're going to have something up here for support. So I think that will work. Let's see if we can move it over just a tad. There we go, I think. Yeah, that's not showing. All right, so I think that's probably enough for this. Now I'm just getting all the little covers off of the adhesive back here. I think I already got that one. All right. And then we're going to put this on to here, just like so. Okay. That's going to come across. If I get these little paper covers off of here, just like that. All right. And then I wonder if I have it handy. Oh, I don't think I do. Well, I was thinking it would be awesome to put some Wink Stella on this little love, the word love, and I don't have my Wink Stella handy, but I do have our little glitter from the holiday kits that we got, and so I'm going to use some of that. If you have yours left over, I think it's just a fun way to add a little extra to this sentiment piece. And I'm not putting a lot. I'm doing it very lightly, just a tiny hint of little iridescence of glitter on the white part of the word love from the die cut. Okay. And I just think it makes a nice little added touch. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much. You're going to have to watch later. You have another birthday dinner. I had one today too. I don't know if you can see it or not, but just that little touch of glitter glue on there just to me just gives it that little extra just to kind of spark this up. And then where did my oh my goodness, what did I do with it? Well, I just had it. Oh my gosh. The add-on kits have a bunch of rhinestones in them. Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness. That would have been a problem. And this one is my package of rhinestones. And I thought, oh, well, we just add a few of these on here too. And that would be awesome. Just some of these little tiny ones. Okay. So let me get my take your pick tool. Okay. And so we're just going to add a couple of these on here. Not a lot. And just enough to bling it up a bit. Okay. And so there we have it. That's our little card for today. And again, the inside is blank. So with love, or you can write a note in here. And what a beautiful card, right? I hope you like it. Yeah, we went out earlier today. It was my granddaughter's birthday. She turned 5 today. And Barbie everything, right? So we had a little pizza party with her, and she opened up all of her Barbie gifts, and it was a lot of fun. So I hope you like this card. This was a really fun project, and just added some cardstock with some of the elements from the kit. So, all right, so I have another alternate card for you. And this one, again, we're going to add some cardstock with some of the pieces from the kit and create another alternate card. So here, I'm going to go ahead and trim this piece because that way I won't forget. But this, I'm going to trim down for our inside layer to 4 inches and 5 1/4. And that way I won't have to do that excess trimming again. All right. And then on this piece, I've already done it, but I actually embossed this piece. It's with the base, I think it's the basic embossing folders that are in the main catalog. It's just like little cross hatches on it. And so kind of a little bit like lattice. You would have like a little lattice in the garden. And so I like that to be a background right here. And then I have our tag from the kit. All right. So I'm not popping out the hole necessarily, but we're going to have it coming across like this. Then I've got the garden green leaf from the kit. We're going to have going like that. And then one of the purple lavender flowers. Then I have the pop out of this tag that we'll use. But you know what? I'm going to change it up. Let's do a Valentine card. And I'm going to change this up and use a longer sentiment label that is in the kit. So let me just grab that real quick out of here. And we will make this one a Happy Valentine's Day card. Where are my labels? I think I'm getting to them, but ever so slowly. There it is. There it is. Okay, so let's have this right here. All right, so, but I don't want this to be as thick as that is, so I'm actually going to trim that down because I don't think we need that entire width. So I think I can cut off a little bit of it. Or I don't know, maybe it can go across there. I guess that's fine. Okay, so we will stamp our sentiment first. Get some of these things out of the way. Okay, that's going to go on the inside. We need our gorgeous grape ink. And so we have our label right here. And we're going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day on here. Let's see if I can get it as much in the center as possible. And then I like to hold it down and let the ink soak in is what I think. I think makes the best print of the stamp. And so as you can see, that's a beautiful, clear, Happy Valentine's Day. So we'll put that across here like this, and that's going to be so awesome. All right, so let's put our pieces together. And this is going to go down with some multi-purpose liquid glue. And you know, when you have an embossed sheet like this, you want to put a little bit more glue on it than normal because of the embossing, the glue will sink into the crevices and well, basically you could not have a good adherence from it. So I always like to use a little bit extra on embossed pieces. So, all right, so I'm just doing a nice crisp fold there. Okay. And we'll go ahead and put our inside piece down here and get that done on the inside. And super simple. Now we could stamp something in here like with love on the inside. Maybe we'll do that. So let's use the gorgeous grape to do the width. And then I have the Highland Heather here to stamp the love. All right, so let's just do that. And I think that will be really beautiful on the inside of here. And make this really beautiful. Okay. So just like this. I think it's a little bubbly, but we'll see. Yeah, a little bit, but not too bad. So there's the Highland Heather with the gorgeous grape. So kind of, they really are different. It's hard to kind of see on here, but they really are different colors. That looks really beautiful. All right, so that's our inside. Our outside says Happy Valentine's Day. And so let's go ahead and put this together. So we're going to go ahead and put this down flat. And so I'm actually going to put some glue over that hole just because I don't want it to pop out ever. So this way it'll get adhered down. All right, so we're just putting this on diagonally, just like that. So pretty with that purple foil element. Okay, and then we're going to put the leaf down. And we'll just do a little bit at this edge. See if we can get some of the stem here. And have that coming across like that. And then I'm just going to do glue right up the center of this, like so. And then we're just going to have it coming out like so. And then we're going to use some linen thread. So I'm going to dowel this up and do kind of a double bow here. And let's see if we can get this to lay down a bit. And I put a piece of tear tape across the back of mine. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think that will keep the hole from not going anywhere. Thanks, Barbara. Brenda, sorry. I don't have my glasses on whenever I am doing my crafting because I don't need it for that close, but I'm sorry, Brenda. I think I called you Barbara earlier, and that was my mistake. All right, so we're going to have this kind of double floppy bow thing going on here. I really love linen thread and love what it does to our cards here. So fun, but I want that to go right up there. So I'm going to, oh, here's my glue dots. I was like, where'd my glue dots go? I'm going to get, going to put this on a glue dot right here. And we're going to pick that up with our Take Your Pick tool. And then I'm going to roll that glue dot back onto there. And then this is going to come up and go right on to that. So we have our long tails, which are fine. And then we're going to put our Happy Valentine's Day. We're going to put that on with some dimensionals. Okay. And so we have this right here, like so. And so that's going to go across down here. So let's get these little layers off. And we are going to put this on straight. Is that what I want? I don't think I want it that way. I think I'd rather have it straight here. Okay. I think that's about right. Right there. Yeah. And then I really like how the rhinestones work with this. One thing you could do, I don't have it today, but we'll probably do it another time, is you could always color these with some of your blends markers and alcohol blends, and then you could have them match. So we just have these long floppy bows and our Happy Valentine's Day with our little tag background. Oh, thank you for understanding, Brenda. That's so sweet. And then we have the inside says with love. So I just think that's so pretty. I hope you like it. So, all right. Then I have one other alternate card that I think we can get in today. So we can add add 3 to the list of projects today, 3 alternate projects today, but I am going to need to cut this card base down. So I am going to cut off this like watercolored purple side. Looks a little bit marbly. I'm going to cut this down to 4 and 5 1/4. And we'll use the other piece another time, but I want to cut this piece down. Okay. And might as well cut a liner piece while I am cutting and get that done. So just getting that here. All right. And I'm just going to be cutting this the same. So 4 by 5 1/4. Our cardstock is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. So same as the others. Again, these are also the same pieces that you would get in the add-on kit if you got the add-on kit. Okay. And so let's go ahead and we'll burnish this edge nice and crisp. Fold right here. Let's put our piece on the inside. I'm going to move a little quick just so we're not here too long, past an hour. I like to keep it no more than an hour. Occasionally that doesn't work out, but I think we can do it. I think we can. So that's going to be the inside. All right. So then we have this we're going to put down on the outside of here. And I've got a vellum piece we're going to put on like so. And this piece is what are we doing here? I guess I was putting it across here. So we have to trim this. This is from the other card base that I cut down. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this to 4. To 4 inches. So that we can use that. Okay. And so let me just get some of this out of the way. Here. And so that's going to go on here. This is going kind of centered across here. That's going to go there. And we are going to use some of this greenery piece, but I'm going to trim it off. I don't want all of it, so I'm going to just trim this one away, these 2 pieces here, away from this other portion. So I think here like that. So we have that piece. Let me just do a little bit of doctoring here so it doesn't look so sharp of an edge. And here. All right, so we're going to have this piece. It's going to go under there. And then we have our taller piece and the smaller one, just like so, going there. And then we're going to have our sentiment go here. And again, I think I'm going to use the Valentine's. Now, I have this piece extra, so before I do it on here, I'm going to try it out. But I want to see if we use the Gorgeous Grape, is it dark enough on this cardstock with the print? Is it dark enough to be seen? Because I'd like to just put it right on there. And so let's see. If it works, I'll have 2 of these. If it doesn't work, then we'll figure it out. We'll do a label on top of there. But I'm really hoping that this will be dark enough ink to go on there. So it looks like it's going to be, I think that's dark enough and plenty seeable. So, all right, so we have 2 of those. Now we'll put it on this one. And see if we can do an even better job at lining it up right in the center. So there we have it. And hopefully we get a nice print on here. And it looks really nice. Oh, I love it. I really like this. All right, so there you have it. I think that's a great thing to know, that you can stamp onto that piece and you still get a nice clean look. All right, so I think we can put this together. I may put this piece all together so we can put some linen thread around it before we put it down to the paper. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and put this down here. And so I want this to go across here about 1 inch up. So I'm going to basically put a little bit of glue at about 1 inch up, and then it's going to be this side. I'm just going to do a little bit there that I think we can hide with the floral pieces. Vellum is hard because you have a hard time sometimes hiding the glue or adhesive, whichever you use. Some adhesives show better or show more than others. And so we're going to put this piece down right here. And it's going right over that adhesive piece. And I'm going to glue it on. And then we'll wrap some linen thread around it at the bottom of it. Or maybe we'll do it at the top edge. So we can stick some of these flowers down in there because there's room. I only put glue in the center so that we would be able to stick some of the stems down in there. So we can do that. So let's see here. I don't like to measure, can you tell? I just like to guesstimate and then see how it works out. All right, so we're going to have our bow over here. And so I'm just going to go around twice this time. And there we go. To right here. And we're not going to make a giant bow on this one. It's just going to be a relatively small bow right here. Okay. And then we'll get rid of this extra. And I'm even going to use a glue dot right here, roll it up into a little burrito to go right underneath that bow right here, just to tuck it down. Okay. All right. So now we have our floral pieces. So let's just go ahead and put those on. I'm just doing a little bit down here at the bottom. How's everybody doing? You hanging in there? We're almost to the hour, so I am almost done. So we'll just do this really quick and then we'll be done. All right, so I'm going to stick this one down in here. And it's going to go a little bit this way. There we go. And then this one is going to be kind of off in the other direction. So, like so. There. Perfect. All right. So now we're going to put this onto our card front. And then we are pretty much done. We could add the with love on the inside if we wanted. We could add some rhinestones to this. What do y'all think? Do you like it? How do you like it? I like it. Let's see. Where did they go? Oh, here they are. I did not put them back yet. All right, so let's see. Let's do one of each size. So we'll start with the big one. And I will put that right here. And then a medium one we'll put up here. And then this little baby one we'll put right over here. So there you have it. All right. I love it. I hope you like it. Very pretty. And I like that this is a little bit loose, and it just seems very whimsical for it, but it is kind of whimsical, right? So that those are our 3 alternates for today. And next week we'll do more. I'm hoping I can get together and figure out a shaker card for next week. I think that would be so fun. I really like shaker cards, don't you? And so if you are looking for any of the additional products that I shared tonight, any of the cardstock or the rhinestones or any of those pieces, this is my January host code. I'll be going for just a few more days, and I hope that you will, if you're not a demonstrator and don't already have one, I would love for you to shop with me. So, oh, you need to get started. Oh yeah, come back and craft with me next Sunday. I would love that. So, so tonight we did 3 alternates, and I really think they all came out really nice, and I hope you liked them. Lots of different ideas for utilizing the elements in the kit with just some additional cardstock. Really simple, and a few of the rhinestones. So lots of fun. And I'm just so glad to spend this time with you. And I hope that you will come back and watch again next week. Like it. Join my group on Facebook, the Paper Pumpkin and Kit Hangout group, if you're not already in there. Follow me on Facebook at Red Daisy Crafts, or follow me on YouTube, also Red Daisy Crafts. And so I would love to see you all and back here again next week. So I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and have a good week ahead. Until next week, continue to think creatively. Bye.